everyone, welcome to week 0 in environmental science. This week is a little bit different than most because there are 2 modules that I'm asking you to work through in Canvas this week, the week 0 module and the week 1 module. The week 0 module is all about sort of getting an introduction to the course and some support resources, and also communicating with me and also getting to know your classmates. So there's learning objectives for this week. On this tab, they include getting to know the syllabus and the course structure and making a work plan for the semester. They include asking me any questions that you have about the syllabus or the class structure so that we can start communicating with each other, and I know that you're ready for success in the class. There's also some really important laboratory safety information in the week 0 module that I need you to download and fill out. And then we're just going to have a discussion where we tell each other a little bit about ourselves. So we're going to meet those objectives by examining these pages. So this page has some Canvas guides and also video I made that'll help you get to know the course structure. This communication plan just kind of outlines the different ways I'm available to talk with you, the different ways that you can communicate with your peers in the class. The laboratory page has some safety information. You're going to be doing hands-on labs each week in the class, so there's a safety waiver in here for you to fill out. Here's some tips about learning strategies, technology support if you need it, some student support resources, so some resources that we have at COS to help you be successful in this class and all your classes. This is that discussion where we're going to tell each other some of our goals and tell each other our bucket list. So most of our discussions have a due date for the initial post that's midweek. In most cases, it's going to be Wednesday, but since we're off to sort of a late start this week, I'm going to give you till Thursday to make that initial post where you tell us all about yourself and your bucket list. This is, I'm asking you to communicate with me through the Canvas inbox. So this will let me know that you know how to use that feature of Canvas. I'm also asking you to let me know if you have any questions about the course structure of the syllabus, and tell me your plan for putting 12 to 15 hours of work in each week in environmental science. It is a heavy lift, to be sure. So an online lab class has a ton of work involved. It's a ton of hours. And I just want to know that you know that and that you have a plan for getting all that work done. The week 1 module is a little more typical. So it includes a content page. The content page starts with learning objectives that relate to the content on page 3 through 14. So this is a portion of chapter 1 that we'll be looking at. This tab has some terms that I think you should know. So I recommend that you make flashcards of these terms and study your flashcards. And then there's also some support resources to help you move through the material. So there's some videos here and other resources to help you get to know the chapter 1 material that we're going to cover in week 1. The next part of the week 1 module is our weekly laboratory. So this page has a little bit of background information and then the protocol. So this week and a couple of other weeks in environmental science, you're going to need some supplies. So these supplies, I sent you this list a couple weeks ago just to make sure you had a heads up and had plenty of time to get these supplies that you need. Basically, we're going to germinate seeds at different salinities. So you're going to mix solutions with different concentrations of salt. You're going to soak paper towel in those different solutions, and then you're going to put 10 seeds in, and they're going to grow them in 7 different concentrations of salinity. I want to point out that this week, all I expect you to do is get the experiment set up and then answer some questions about it. You're going to collect data over the course of a week, so that does not need to be done this week. So every day for 6 days, I want you to record the number of seeds that germinate, and I want you to record the average length of the seedlings. But all you need to do this week is get it set up, take a picture of your setup, the seeds in the bags, and then answer these questions, which you can answer without having any data. Next week, you're going to be asked to graph the data that you collected in those data tables, but for now, you're just going to send me a picture of your setup and answer these basic questions about experimental design. And these all relate to terms that are in Chapter 1. The other two things that are in the week 1 module you will see in almost every week. There's a practice quiz about that content from chapter 1, and then there's a graded quiz. So the practice quiz you can take as many times as you want between now and the end of the semester. So this is a great way to get ready for the week 1 quiz. You might also want to use these practice quizzes again when you're getting ready for the midterm exam. Okay, so this week is a little bit different. We're covering 2 modules. It's a little bit different because your discussion post, your initial post is going to be due on Thursday. Your final posts are due Saturday. And then I also want to point out that everything else in this module, your lab and your week 1 quiz, are also due Saturday at the end of the day. So the end of the day means 11:59 p.m. Okay, I know it's a lot, but please know that I'm here to help and reach out if you have any questions.